says this is what is expected to be told
it's introductory
by the testimony
talks.
of the witnesses. But this is how the prosecution believes they're going to prove that Tory did in fact shoot Megan Thee Stallion. The prosecutor believes that the fight started, or the incident started, because of Megan Thee Stallion telling, excuse me, I got people around me, I'm trying to wait for them to walk past me, telling Tory Lanez that his music was no good.
What?
What? Yeah, I'm in a bad position here.
Nigga, we can hear you. Go ahead. So Meg told Tory his music trash. Holy!
Guys, please bear with me.
By the way, let me add some context.
All right.
You know I got colorize
So,
it. Meg probably told him, nigga, your music ain't even that good to think you about to fuck Kylie.
That the fights started in the car between Megan and Tory because Megan allegedly said that Tory music was no good.
Not believable.
The prosecutor also stated that
not believable in a vacuum. She might have said that.
By the name of Jawan Smith drove Tory and Megan to the
location where they fought.
Party. The DA stated in the opening that Tory and Megan had an intimate relationship. This is in contrast to what Megan told Gayle King, and I thought that was very interesting.
What?
That the prosecution would say that those two had a relationship, and she tells Gayle King that...
Yo, Meg said she never fucked that 5-foot leprechaun midget.
Very interesting. We did not know that would be part of the testimony. But we haven't heard Megan talk yet. She's expected to testify tomorrow. There was some interesting points made by the prosecution saying that there were 5 shots being fired by Tory Lanez, but they only recovered 4 cartridges. There's also supposed to be a gunpowder expert who will testify that the gun powder was found on found on Kelsey as well as Tory.
So you just heard them say you got $1 million bond.
He
did not know the family or the little girl.
But it was only found on Megan.
He was negative.
He didn't explain why.
Which means
he did
struggling for the gun.
When the trial comes or whenever.
Don't worry, brother. I got you.
Or whenever if he gets a bail, he'll explain whatever why he did what he did. But this is
musical skills.
Oh man!
So
I don't have any kids, so I can't imagine. I cannot even. I'm pretty good at putting myself in other people's position to feel how they feel. When it comes to certain things like this, it's impossible. Certain things like this is impossible for me to even feel what the family and the friends of that family is feeling, and her friends also.
And it got to a point where
it's very sad. It's very sad situation.
Kylie insisted that Megan leave, so Tory
around the world
had to convince Megan that he was leaving to get out the party.
Just little kids, man. It's just
Kylie don't like hood rat shit. I told y'all.
It's interesting
when you see these stories, when I see these type of stories, when kids are being
very different stories
and taken away from their
the
families
defense is saying that
because of an
basically
adult
Kelsey
taking their frustration out
was the
on
one
them.
who fired the gun.
Indirectly, they're saying that.
It just
So
sends
Kelsey
you to
had
another
gunpowder
place.
residue on her.
It sends you to another place.
Kelsey has not
it's a
talked
feeling
to
you can't
Megan in
describe.
2.5
There's no
years.
words for these
And
type of feelings. And I have been.
Tory's position, he didn't fire the gun.
I have been.
But the prosecution also played a
as a kid, I have
from
been
the
through
jail
a lot of things.
When the incident happened,
so
where
that these type of situations
Tory called and said, basically apologized for what happened.
As
you know,
an
that
adult.
he didn't admit firing the gun. He just apologized
I could have been out
for
of
what
this world as a
happened
young
that
kid
night.
because of things I was
So
going through.
the question
With that
is,
being
what was
said,
he
man,
apologizing
like,
for?
share, comment, and
What did he
subscribe,
do
man.
in the car
I'll see y'all next
that
video.
made him want
Peace.
to call to apologize to Kelsey?
course, you're not gonna say I shot her.
There's varying opinions by the prosecution and the defense, not opinions, but we're going to see what the evidence is. And Megan's expected to testify tomorrow. Wow. Stand by, guys. Hold on.
By the way, we're on YouTube, chat. We're on YouTube. Let me just make sure we are. I think we are.
The other question I have is, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to have, is why was there was four people's DNA on the gun? 4 people's DNA on that particular gun. 4 people's DNA on the gun. The prosecution didn't say who the DNA was, but there were 4 people's DNA on the gun. It's a lot of things that would definitely scream reasonable doubt. And I agree with you guys. And the defense is yet to complete his opening. We are returning at 1:30, and I'm going to go over the notes because I want to see some of the things that stood out. I'm kind of taking shorthand, and we want to compile everything. But the important thing that I heard today so far in the opening was that there was multiple DNA on the gun. There were the position in the car of who sat where, and what happened in that car is varying from the prosecution standpoint as well as from the defense's standpoint. So one thing I didn't know until today was that there will be testimony to talk about Megan getting out of the car the first time, which happened on Sunset Boulevard, where she was just in a bathing suit, and Tory had to convince her to get back in the car because there was obviously some kind of argument taking place. So there's different. This case has too many questionable possibilities. So this is not a clear case by no stretch of the imagination, and we just have to see what. Even when Kelsey testifies, if the defense is contentious that she fired the gun, it would make sense to for her to testify on behalf of Megan, if we believe the defense's position. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see if they're coming out the building.
So basically, they're saying that. I just want to cut him off. I want the audio to sound good. Okay, real quick. He was saying that it makes sense that Kelsey would testify for the prosecution, even though she don't talk to Meg, just because the only other possibility. That's why, like, it's not like Tory's going and snitching on Kelsey. They're just saying it's clear one of us either fired the shot. Tory's just saying they me.
We don't know if Tory's going to testify, but there are witnesses that will testify that they did in fact hear a fight or argument take place. Corey Gamble is on the witness list, and one of Megan's security will be on the witness list. And I don't know if I want to give you the names just yet. Hold on, stand by.
Corey Gamble, I believe, is Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Lil Boo.
Sean Kelly will come into court to testify, according to the prosecution, that Kelsey was the one who held. No, Sean Kelly will come in to testify that for the defense that Kelsey was the one who held the gun.
Oh, wow.
Why did Kelsey hold the gun?
Sean Kelly, we're going to find his name. Write that down, Sean Kelly. We'll find his name in the police reports. He was a witness.
Interesting turn of events.
Sean Kelly. Okay, cool.
We've never heard that Kelsey held the gun until now.
I've been said that.
Heard it, because I didn't hear that Kelsey held the gun.
Nigga, I've been said that. Y'all just didn't want to believe Big Egg. I've been said that shit.
Corey's on the defense's team, or the defense's witness.
Corey, who was Kris Jenner's nigga, Kris Jenner
was on the witness list as well.
They're on the witness list for.
Well, I don't know if he's a spy or not. I'm reading some of the comments. It's a lot more, but I want to wait until both sides complete their their opening statement. The defense is still delivering his opening statement. I haven't seen Sean Hawley in the court today, so I don't know if she's going to be in this court.
Sean Hawley's fired.
Part of
she's fired
of examining witnesses, but she's not here today.
Sean Hawley's fired, brother. I told you this yesterday. He's fired.
The way this case is looking, it may
Sean Hawley was the one who kept mentioning or like having to defend my name in court.
It's a lot, let it go. But guys, I can't give you too much right now. I cannot give you too much just yet.
Tory hired a new wolf on the case. Remember the nigga I showed you last night? Wolf. Sean Hawley's out of there. She ain't coming.
This case definitely hinges on credibility. This case will, first of all, if
Meg lying that she never fucked Tory's gonna come back to haunt her. Just admit your bodies, girl.
She is the key to this case. I have another one of our colleagues. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'm gonna be back right after.
Are you going to get something to eat?
Yeah. Back at
where's the place that we eating at?
This place called Senor Fish.
Are you walking? Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm just talking to some of my followers here.
I thought you were going on IG Live.
You saw the tweet, huh? I'm on it right now.
Oh, shit.
Live and direct. So with one of my media colleagues from The Guardian. So what do you think so far?
I don't know.
What do you think about the opening?
The opening, I don't know how much news stuff we got from the prosecutors.
But the defense.
Yeah, that was a lot of new information that they seemed really eager to
put out.
Yeah, to share. If anything, just to pass out. You know
well, I mean, he admitted there was new information from the prosecutor because the prosecutor is claiming that Meg and Tory were fucking.
Were you a little
how could I
surprised that there was 4 types of DNA on the firearm?
I don't want to click off of it.
No. Well, what do you think about them being passed around? Yeah.
Well, why would you pass a gun around?
Well, people use hot guns all the time.
Yeah, well, DNA doesn't stay on gun. You know, like if it's.
Well, that's what I'll be curious to see what the expert has to say.
Right, because DNA won't stay. You know, say this gun is touched by maybe the driver or.
Yeah, and there were.
But why would Kelsey touch the gun?
The prosecutor was super careful.
Why would Kelsey touch the gun?
Say like he wasn't.
Hey.
Well, he wasn't excluded, but he.
My boy kind of realizing the play.
Right.
Why would the best friend touch the gun?
Do you find an issue with only 4 cartridges being recovered versus 5?
Not really.
Right.
Not really.
Okay.
4 out of 5 is, not super surprising.
But here's something that kind of raised eyebrow for me. No one else heard him say "dance, bitch." According to, and this is not evidence, but no one else, according to the opening, heard him say "dance, bitch." Neighbors or anyone else, but we have to see what the evidence is.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a police officer who.
By the way, I hate to pause this. I just want to tell y'all, noticing there's a man and a woman discussing this case. By the way, they're both journalists, and look how you could see the just innate biases on both sides. He seems like he's saying, "Man, this case don't look too strong," and she's like, "Well, we don't know."
Did she say this at the hospital? Did she say this in the ambulance? Did she say?
I don't think it was at the scene.
Right.
But I'm not sure when she.
Again, I'm pausing again, but this is the problem with this case. It's so divisive. If you say you think Tory might be innocent, you hate women. You know? That's how they get you. If you say, nah, this case looks like bullshit, you hate women. So now you gotta almost like not say that. Let me go back. That's why he's talking to a female colleague. He can't be like, yo, Tory came hard. That's what he's pretty much trying to say. Tory's team came hard, opening statements. The prosecutor didn't really tell us shit.
Okay. So we had a late start. Ladies and gentlemen. We supposed to have started at 10:30, but the jury didn't start following the courtroom until like 10:50. Judge started his opening opening instructions to the jury at 11 a.m. Completed about 11:10, and then the prosecution gave his opening statement. How long was the prosecution's opening statement? About 15 minutes?
That's what I think.
About 15 minutes. Watch yourself.
Yeah, I would say about 15 minutes. good 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, but that objection that was sustained by the judge.
I didn't quite understand that.
Well, what happens is usually you don't hear objections being made during
Right,
an opening argument.
Let alone have it sustained.
And then the judge sustained it, which is we weren't able to hear what the sidebar argument was, but he sustained it. And I want to see how many times this happens, because if that happens too many times, for either side, it doesn't look good.
What was objected to?
All right, guys, just give me a few minutes. Are you going to charge up? Did you bring the extra back?
I did not.
Okay.
The exact thing I thought as I left my apartment.
Guess who else showed up today, guys? Miley, she showed up. She showed up today.
Who that?
And I didn't fly her in, so before you guys start the rumor, she came in on her own dime.
Is that a witness?
No relevance at all. No relevance at all.
Okay. Nancy Dillon just tweeted this. Here we go. So I told y'all, Kelsey was going to testify, no matter what she said about Meg.
He said
he saw her close friend
raise the objection. Because he touched on a few things in that sentence, and the judge didn't,
Yeah, man.
I'm following you.
Yeah, we're going to go through it.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be good, Chad.
You picked the spot.
Shout out to
I know. Get a portable charger. Well, I'm 85% strong over here.
Go on whose Twitter?
My commenters are crazy.
Go to Mob
Oh,
Radio.
there's all kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
What's Mob Radio Twitter?
Oh.
Mob Radio.
Absolutely. Say hello to my colleague.
Is it which it is? Is it this?
Well,
Just reading your comments was very funny.
very funny.
It's a whole.
Are you surprised?
Oh, is this
so
a
much,
person? Milagro?
media
This is her?
in this trial?
No, I was surprised there weren't as many people there, honestly, during jury selection. It was incredibly quiet. I know there were only
I never see a lot of people during voir dire.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But
guess
I'm
this is
never-
her. Is this her?
I'm not super surprised.
Do you want us to just
Okay,
get
okay.
lunch to
Here we
go?
go, here
Because
we
the way we walk it, we should have had a restaurant right here handy.
I think so.
Okay. I couldn't get to my phone.
All right, guys. So this case
Then we're gonna go.
will hinge on
Hold on, we're gonna
credibility.
read it.
And we don't know if the bodyguard's going to testify yet, do we? We don't know if the
The
bodyguard's
one
going
who was driving?
Right. Well, he's going to have to testify.
The bodyguard gotta testify. That's been weird to me too.
If he doesn't testify, that's a major problem.
For who? Who do you think? For
It's a
everybody?
problem. You
Yeah.
have 4 people in the car.
Right, and then
You have a driver.
I think it's a major problem for Tory. Because I think Tory needs to get him to testify for him, because Kelsey's an eyewitness. She's saying, I seen Tory shoot. There's 4 people. Meg saying it's Tory. Tory saying it's not him. That's 1-1. Now Kelsey's saying, nah, it is Tory, right? The bodyguard could explain the whole situation because he wasn't, he probably either saw what happened or may have saw what happened. He could say, no, I seen Kelsey about to shoot Meg and Tory wrestled a gun out of her hand and the shots went off 3 times or 5 times. You get what I mean? So I think Tory's team needs to find that motherfucker. You get me? If he doesn't testify, all we know is that there's 2-1. Meg says Tory shot her. Kelsey says Tory shot her. Now it's getting more complicated than that, but still.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more details that we can go over, but not on this stream. This stream is being sponsored by Ron Dice Collections.
Okay. We'll go back to that. I believe I've heard this young lady's name before. Milagro Grams. I think Tory one time told me he wanted to do a podcast with me, her, and him, and I was just like, who's that? And I remember he kept saying, nah, she always got the shit. Well, I didn't know too much about her, but maybe she's legit, you know? Anyway, Milagro says, I guess she's in court, so we could trust her. The other dude basically said he is. He says, I couldn't get to this phone fast enough. I'm guessing by the way, I hear they're taking people's phones or telling them to turn it off. When I go live, you better be there. Beach? Okay, all right. So, okay. said Meg is accused of sleeping with the baby and Ben Simmons after Kelsey. Yo, chat, am I ever wrong? Meg done took like 5 niggas from Meg took like 5 niggas allegedly from her best friend. Anytime her best friend start rising up a nigga, damn, Ben Simmons? Fuck it. Fuck it. Meg is accused of sleeping with the baby and Ben Simmons after Kelsey. Both of them. The dress was fine as... What's she talking about? They ain't gonna tell you y'all this till I'm drooling, bitch. Okay. Oh, EJ and Corey hitting the stand. Who the fuck is EJ? Corey's Corey Gamble, right? Corey Gamble, let me Google that. Corey Gamble, that's the nigga who you'll see a lot with this woman, which we all know, whatever. By the way, this is gonna be very interesting. Corey Gamble is the boyfriend of Kris Jenner. He is very connected and interwoven into the whole, what I call the KKK, the Kool Kardashian clan. Miss Kris Jenner does not move without having a motive, without having businesses aligned and other things of the sort. It would shock me that her boyfriend gets up and testifies against one of Roc Nation top priorities. Yes, Meg the Stallion is Roc Nation top priority. Without Kris Jenner approving of this. What I'm trying to say is that this probably goes far, right? If she's gonna, if he takes the stance, it already tells me where Kris Jenner and the whole Kardashian family is willing to fall when it comes to this issue, and it's not the issue of just domestic violence. That's not it. It's the issue of, you're going against Roc Nation. That's really, because put it like this. Remember when we were watching the video yesterday with Tory, and it said, Tory said he got a call from Roc Nation saying it would be in your best interest not to make a statement. Roc Nation needs Meg. If Meg don't win this, and I apologize for saying Meg winning this trial because she's not charged at all, right? But if Meg is seen or proven, or the narrative that comes from the determination of this trial says that Meg is a liar, trust me, her career is clipped. Clipped, nigga. Jussie Smollett. Now, Roc Nation needs to make sure this doesn't happen. Trust me, Roc Nation is trying to make sure Tory goes to jail. Now, if they're trying to make sure this nigga go to jail, anybody who could be on Tory's behalf is probably either being, and this is my assumption. This is not true. I'm not saying I have any facts about this. I would imagine that they would either be trying to bribe people, trying to, entice, maybe even trying to threaten, maybe not like, oh, I'm gonna kill you type shit, but like, use your resources to be like, yo, we do business. They're gonna need you in this trial. Sit this one out. Sit this one out for the team. I would imagine they would use their influence like that. The mere fact that Kris Jenner's boyfriend would be willing to take the stand, I never thought Kylie, I know they have, Kylie's name is on the stand. I don't see Kylie taking the stand at all. I think it would be too divisive for her. She's a big boss, billionaire. Again, notice she probably don't like Meg, clearly, right? And you're going to hear more what happened during that night, allegedly. She doesn't like Meg the Stallion, but she doesn't want to be seen as some anti-woman person standing up for a guy. You get what I mean? That would just look too bad on her brand. She's brand friendly. She's been winning. She ain't trying to be up in this fuckery. The same reason why she kicked Tory and the 2 other hood rats the fuck out of the party. Y'all getting ratchet. I don't want to deal with it. My mama is Kris Jenner, and we got billions of dollars of deals with Hulu and other people. Y'all get the fuck on out of here with that fuckery, okay? So, I would expect that she doesn't get on the stand. I would be shocked if she does. That weak-ass subpoena that they probably are sending, a fucking $3,000 lawyer could go in, could actually a motion to the court to say, we want to have a hearing for y'all to really validate why does Kylie Jenner needs to be a witness in this high profile case when she did not see what happened. And you know they're gonna be like, well, they're claiming the incident started from then. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Trust me, this happens all the time. She was not an eyewitness to the shooting. They got the best lawyers in the fucking game. Ask Kanye. They're not gonna be just like, oh yeah, y'all subpoenaed us. We're running into court. They'll fight that. You know why? Because the image or the thought that Kylie Jenner is in court testifying against a black woman when she sells products, lip kits and all this bullshit, which are pretty much almost like black centric already, testifying in court, and her testimony is going to help a quote-unquote man who allegedly hurt a black woman, wouldn't look good. So I'm pretty sure that Kylie won't be there. I actually don't even think this nigga will be there. I think it's a good tactic to add on as a witness list, but them flimsy ass subpoenas y'all about to send to these motherfuckers, like, why the fuck would they come? Like, not that they fuck with Meg or nothing, but they don't want to be involved. So if he takes a stand, I'll be very surprised, because that means Chris sanctioned it. And if Kylie takes a stand, which I think is damn near impossible, I would be like, what the fuck? You get what I mean? And if they did take the stand, the only thing I could tell, I could come to the conclusion of saying, they really don't like Meg. Okay? Anyway, let me see. I think, is homie done? No, you still going?
If that's the prosecution's contention, I have an issue with that, because most people that witness a shooting is not going to go walking up to the shooter. But the prosecutor said that there was a fight that happened. I'm going to have the same that she had.
Yo, chat, we finishing it for y'all.
Sure, yeah, let me get the same.
Run them subs up.
And,
You got it with cheese. You want a cheese?
yes.
We so thirsty for information. We listen to this nigga bacon, egg, and cheese order.
No, just tea. I don't.
Jamaica and iced tea.
Yeah, iced tea. No carbonated.
Somebody said, Unc really on a date. Nah, he kind of bagged one, huh? My boy bagged one, huh?
You want it in real time. You want this in real time. Let's see here.
To go rice, sir?
Excuse me?
To go to.
Yes, no, we're eating it here, so we're eating it here.
For here? You
Yes,
for here?
yeah.
You want to get in there to go like rap? So
Because I don't want to get food on my clothes. I don't want to sit down. I want to go back to court with
But
stains.
you want for here?
Yeah, aquí.
1764.
Está bien. Se habla español.
Ah, okay.
Hey, you didn't know, from the Bronx. Hold on a second.
Oh, my boy, he risen one up.
You take your Amex?
He risen her up.
Hold on, take this one, yeah.
My boy risen her up.
Guys, get yourself on my nostrils. What the heck you doing? Decline? I'm just joking.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Senor, please, Anthony, can I help you?
I'll sign this.
One?
Okay, I'm gonna get my credit card.
Yes, what do you need?
Sorry, guys. Let me get my drink. Okay. Did you get a drink?
no.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. All right, guys. We're going to sit down and we're going to figure this out here. Did you think the prosecution's opening argument was compelling?
I thought it was a little corny for him to start.
Right. That
I thought
part.
that was incredibly corny. But it was.
Oh, Unc Mackin. Unc, I see you, Unc.
Like they made sure
Unc, I see you, boy.
people who hadn't followed